It's Dr. Baker here. Hey, I got a question about somebody saying, hey, is it important to balance our macros on a daily basis or do it on a weekly basis? And so what I would say is that, once you figure out kind of what you generally need as far as things like protein, which uh, arguably you can make some argument that you need maybe a gram per pound of body weight or somewhat less than that, depending on how active you are. The other thing is other variables is going to be the energy you consume, whether it's fat or carbohydrates. But you have to realize that you could do the same amount of food every day and kind of dial everything in the same way every day to get a very steady intake daily. But remember, our lives change very significantly. The temperature can affect it, how much sleep we've gotten, how stressed we are, how much activity we have. Do we have an illness or something like that? So these things can cause changes in our requirements. So what you want to do is basically get a certain amount of protein on a daily basis, and then dial your energy up or down as needed, basically based on some of these other factors. And so I think kind of taking a longer view, in particular if you're doing a carnivore diet, you're just eating a bunch of meat mostly anyway, it's got to kind of balance itself out. So I wouldn't get hung up on counting every single day unless you're training for some physique competition where you're trying to get absolutely shredded, and in those situations you have to be a little more precise about things. But in general, use some sort of intuitiveness to figure out what you need to eat. That makes sense. That's how every other creature on the planet does it, and I don't see why humans should necessarily be any different than that for normal day-to-day circumstances.